heading out of Pie Town, going to Grants, probably get there in 4 days. Excited for some, apparently there's some good Mexican food there. Excited for that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to try any pie in Pie Town because it was closed both days we were in town. So that's unfortunate, but still great. The toaster house was amazing. Hiker hostel. Got to cook a lot. There was a lot of donated food there, fresh food, salad, all that good stuff. So had a really good 0 day, and glad to be back on trail now. Okay, here's the tent situation. We got our water source right over there. 21-mile carry. Oh, look at this. Managed to miss most of the storms today. Oh, and the wind died down, luckily. It is freezing cold out here. So, probably getting my sleeping bag right now. Oh. Got snow. Oh my gosh, how pretty. And there's my tent. Snowy. Really cold last night. There we go. Water source of the day. Look at these skills. Oh man, kind of iced over. Got an old house along the trail. There's Snickers. Something over there. Guess another old structure. I look ridiculous, but I'm sure you can tell it's been pretty cold this stretch from Pie Town to Grants. It's actually kind of nice because I think usually this stretch is pretty hot and exposed. So even though we got some snow last night, cold today, I think this is like my 15th wardrobe change today. I'm glad that it's kind of cold because we don't have to carry as much water. I think it's about 18 to whatever, 22 miles from water to water in this stretch. So kind of glad it's cold. So windy. As you can see, we're starting our long road walk into Grants. Yesterday was kind of crazy, as you saw from the windy footage. Really rainy, snow, lots of wind, dust in our faces. So we had to hunker down by the road because it was getting really cold and we were all wet. So now we're doing a 15-mile day, because there's not a lot of camping options beyond that. And then we're going to do maybe like a 10-mile day into Grants. The last water I got was from this cow trough, which you've seen the footage already, during that like windstorm and rainstorm. I thought my filter was broken because after I filtered it, it tasted like cow shit. Still. So I think that's probably just the worst water I've ever gotten, but I was a little worried my filter didn't work anymore. So luckily I was able to switch out some of that cow water with a little bit of the cache water. Behold the yard sale during lunch. Last night was pretty intense with rain, and there was literally still frost on my rain fly just now before I should get out. Fun. Look at these elk. No problem. How cool. This is amazing. They're huge. Wow. It's been a really cool road walk today. I'm not going to complain. We saw a herd of elk and so many beautiful scenes, kind of like, I don't know if you can see that one. So this is one road walk I can get behind. Got to camp a little early tonight. I have about 16 miles to get into Grants. Here's my spot. Snickers. We got a pretty great view. Hiking on Route 66 to get to Grants. Headed out of Grants. This is the nice part of town. Got like a 4.3 mile road walk at this point. I think I remember seeing these crosses from Grants. So cozy right now, having some snacks. Got into camp early, and we're getting ready to hike up to Mount Taylor tomorrow. It's snowing again. Almost to the top. Maybe half a mile. You can see the switchbacks, and then I think that's the top. Oh my god, okay. We made it. Whew. There it is. Oh my god. I can barely breathe, but made it to the top. As you can see, there's snow up here. We're on the descent from Mount Taylor, and there was a ton of snow right after the summit once we started going down, and of course I ate it. I fell backwards on a little bit of ice. Luckily my pack caught me, so I didn't get hurt, but yeah, almost slipped many times. Yeah, I didn't get footage of it because I was a little bit stressed out. So anyway, luckily my pack saved me today. Beautiful sunset. Another cold morning. Everything was frosty this morning. We're on this like mesa, so I don't know if that's why it's so cold. I'll actually show you the view because it's really pretty right now. Oh, there we go. There's where we came from, Mount Taylor's on the other side of that. So yeah, really cold morning. Got a lot of condensation, and so like my whole tent was frosted. My sleeping bag was frosted, and usually I'm cool with that. Like mornings aren't an issue, but this morning I was not having it. I did not want to get out of my sleeping bag. Not in a good place. One of my biggest fears on trail, besides lightning's like my number one fear, but the second one is being really, really cold. Really cold. So it's been pretty cold on this trip. Luckily I got a new quilt, and so I've been toasty at night, but yeah, just, I don't know, not having it this morning. Usually I'm okay, but anyway, I was like cursing, putting away my tent. So yeah, just gonna hike, get warm, and then dry out all my stuff at lunch. But I don't think I mentioned what this stretch is. So we're going from Grants to Cuba, and then one of our trail family members, Stevie Wonder, is meeting us in Cuba. He's going to do a little out and back with us out of Cuba. So that's going to be fun. This is officially, I think, day 30 on trail. Tomorrow is the 1 month mark. We started April 5th. Tomorrow is May 5th. So can't believe it. 1 month. I don't want to get off trail, but I know that day is coming somewhat soon. So sad, but I'm just gonna try to savor every moment, except for this one. So cold. So there are moments on trail where my soul just soars, if that's not too cheesy to say. And I mean, come on. If this doesn't make your soul soar, I don't know what's wrong with you. But, it's funny. I've had this experience before where, my morning was awful or whatever. Like this morning is probably one of my worst mornings on trail. It's day 30. But then this, something like this happens. You get the most amazing view, ever. And then everything changes. Good morning. It's day 31, officially 1 month on trail. Wow, top knot is a little messy today. Packing up camp and watching the desert come to life. I'll show you that. Look at these mountaineering cows. They're either scared of us or, they're watching us. Looks like we're hiking up to another mesa today. I think we're almost there. Got some really steep step action. Ooh. Hiking on the edge of another mesa. You can see the edge. I'll show you. Ooh. Here's our view. Catching the sunset. Right, hiking into Cuba today. Really happy about that. The last half of yesterday was pretty tough. Actually, this isn't really deep sand here, but most of the day was like hiking through sand, which is really tough. Felt like I was walking at the beach all day, and The climbs from mesa to mesa were pretty steep. Steeper than anything I've experienced on this trail. So unfortunately, my Achilles tendonitis reared its ugly head. I haven't had it for a year. Last time I had it was on the PCT. I actually just dealt with it for like 4 months on the PCT. And it took me 6 months after I got off trail to rehabilitate my tendons. I couldn't run, couldn't walk very well. So it's kind of scaring me a little bit, but it feels better this morning after some rest. So luckily there's that. Plan to ice them when I get into town, massage them, all that stuff. So yeah, trying to avoid the 6-month rehabilitation process again. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. Okay, here's the trail. It's like from cairn to cairn. We had a rock climb right here. Fun. There's Snickers.
We're doing this.
Making it work because there's no other choice. We gotta make it work. Yeah. And look at this view. Wow. Worth it. We made it.